Hello everyone, this is Uday from CSE. I'm studying at the Sinker Institute of Technology. The subject was Formal Language of Automation Theory. The topic is differences between DFA and NFA, and the second one is difference between Mealy mission and Mori mission. And let we go the DFA and NFA. DFA stands for Deterministic Finite Automata, and NFA stands for non-deterministic finite automata. And DFA, for each symbolic representation of the alphabet there is only one state transition of DFA. And NFA, no need to specify how does the NFA react according to some symbol. And DFA cannot use empty string transition, and NFA can use empty string transition. DFA can be understood as one mission, and go NFA can be understood as a multiple little missions computing at the same time. And in DFA the next possible state is distinctly set. In NFA each pair of state and input symbol can have main possible next event states. DFA is more difficult to construct. NFA is easier to construct. DFA rejects the string in case of terminates in a state that is different from the accepting state. NFA rejects the string in the event of all branches dying on refusing the string. And the DFA time needed for executing an input string in less, and in NFA time needed for executing an input string is more. And in all DFA or NFA, not all NFA or DFA. In DFA requires more space. In NFA requires less than space for DFA. Less space than in comparing of the DFA. In there DFA have some symbolic equation, and in NFA has a symbolic equation, that is next possible state belongs to Q, and in NFA next possible state belongs to power of set of Q. In DFA backtracking is allowed. In NFA backtracking is always possible with NFA. And in DFA is the conversation of regular expression of DSP is difficult. In NFA, conversion of regular expression to NFA is simpler compared to DFA. And the first topic is completed, and going to second topic go on. It is a Mealy mission to Moore mission. The differences between Mealy mission or on Moore mission. And let we go Mealy mission. The output of the circuit may be affected by changes to the information. And Moore mission, the output of the circuit is unaffected by changes of the input. And Mealy mission, it requires fewer numbers of states implementing same function. In Moore mission, for implementing the same function it requires more number of states. In Mealy mission, the output of function present state as well as present input. And Moore mission, the output of function is the present of the state only. And Mealy mission, the counter cannot be referred as a Mealy mission. In Moore mission, the counter is referred as a Moore mission. Mealy mission, the design of the Mealy model is a complex. Moore mission, the design of the Moore model is very easy. And in Mealy missions it works changes more quickly. They all seem to be react in the same way. In Moore mission, decoding the output necessitates more logic, resulting in longer circuit delays than usually react after one clock cycle. In Mealy mission, it is the external input vary and the output can be between clock edges. In Moore mission, only when the active clock edge will the output alter. In Mealy mission, the output is set on the transition. And Moore mission, the output is a set of state. In Mealy mission, it's easier to design with less hardware. In Moore mission, to design more hardware is necessary. Thanks for giving the opportunity.